Welcome to the Sage Family Podcast,
where we explore natural, homeschooling, gentle parenting,
simple living, and family adventure.
I'm Rachel Rainbolt, the Sage Parenting Coach, coming to you from the Pacific Northwest, where I live wild and free in connection with my 3 wildlings and the Papa Bear in our fixer-upper on the beach. This is episode 1, and today I'll be giving you an introduction to who I am and what this podcast is all about. As an avid podcast listener myself, I really appreciate when I can scroll to an episode 1 and get a quick and easy introduction. So join us around the campfire and let's get living the family life of our dreams. We'll begin each episode with an adventure of the week. Adventure is an essential ingredient to our lifestyle of connection, joy, and freedom. As natural learners and minimalists, we value people and experiences over busyness and things. So once a week, we have a fun adventure day. It might be a micro adventure, something no or low cost that we do in a day. It may be a special adventure that involves more organizing. These are usually enjoyed with friends. Sometimes it's bigger family travel, but I want to inspire you to adventure together. So I'm going to start each episode by sharing our adventure of the week. This week, we actually went to LA. My husband had a work trip, so we tagged along as we often do. We got to spend time with my family, which was really nice. The cousin crew had so much fun together. We got to spend the day in Long Beach at the Aquarium of the Pacific with some dear friends. We went to Universal Studios, which thrilled my movie maker. We even found an adventure playground. We love those. If you want to follow along on our adventures, you can follow me on Instagram at Sage Parenting, and I'll include a link to that in the show notes. After sharing an adventure of the week, we'll dive into the topic at hand. Sometimes this will be me speaking to an important issue that can help you on your journey. Sometimes this will be a conversation with me and a friend who has a valuable perspective to share. Always, it will be around natural homeschooling, gentle parenting, simple living, or family adventure. So let's talk a little more about what those words actually mean. Natural homeschooling means that we learn through living, through a rich, self-directed experience. It's often referred to as unschooling. Gentle parenting, attachment parenting, respectful parenting, natural parenting, we're all about honoring natural needs and treating our children as whole human beings. Radical, I know, with connection as the priority. Simple living is all about unbusying your life, your possessions, your obligations, your time, your expenses, your pressures. For me, it's all about being able to breathe in fully and deeply the present moment with the clutter of life cleared away. Family adventure we touched on during the adventure of the week. It brings an important experience piece to our natural learning as a family and is really about a mindset of bold, fun curiosity. If your life is an adventure, every experience has value and holds potential for learning and growth. Today, the topic at hand is helping you get to know me and this podcast. If you're already a Sage parent, then you know me pretty well, and I would like to warmly welcome you to the podcast. If we're virtually meeting for the first time, hello, I am Rachel Rainbolt. I believe in the power of connection, the radical principle that children are human beings deserving of respect and empathy, nighttime parenting that honors a little one's natural needs and allows for both connection and independence to blossom, and natural learning through living a lifestyle of freedom and joy. I bring a unique alchemy of insight with a master's degree in family therapy, experience with 2 decades helping thousands of children and gentle parents, passion as a media advocate for natural sleep, breastfeeding, parenting, and learning, and heart as an unschooling and attachment parenting mother of 3 to the Sage Parenting books, e-classes, and e-coaching. Now, I suppose I should tell you my story. Once upon a time, I was a sensitive young lady who quietly questioned everything, enjoyed a special connection with little ones, and felt a powerful drive to change the world. Maybe it's because Mr. Rogers told me I was special. I was also a bullied latchkey kid from a broken family. Baggage? Check. I fell madly, truly, deeply in love with my husband and co-pilot after we met freshman year of college as teenagers in the dorm. At the ripe age of 22, as we graduated college, he finally agreed to make babies with me. The day my first child was born, I was reborn as a mother, and as earth-shatteringly amazing as this child was a high-needs baby whose favorite pastime was an endless cycle of breastfeeding, spitting up, and not sleeping. I thought I was totally qualified for this mothering gig. Yet I had inherited the mainstream parenting lens, and I was lost in my zealousness to do everything right, until surrendering to the natural needs of my own baby unlocked the cornerstone piece I had been missing: connection. I had a similar reckoning when it was time for that child to start school. It felt wrong on every level, but I just didn't know there was another way. So we tried it. We did everything we were quote-unquote supposed to do, until a couple of years in when I got brave enough to step away and tumbled down a rabbit hole of again questioning everything, learning voraciously, and finding my way to trust. My compass firmly set, 3 kids, a million kisses, countless fun adventures, a few stumbles, and one ridiculously happy life later. The rest is history. You'll get to know us all better as we walk this Sage family journey together, and Sky, who is now 12, Bay, who is 9, and West, who is 6, are eager to hop on and chat with you too. So sitting here with me now is West. And West, you are how old?
6.
6 years old. What a mighty fine number. What are some interesting things that you would want people listening to know about you?
That I love pandas. And... well, I like Black Spider-Man.
So you like pandas and Black Spider-Man. What do you like to do with your time?
Hug Mommy.
Hug Mommy. Oh, that one might be my favorite one. I know that you also love to run and jump and climb, and you love to go fast. So like scootering or anything that makes you go really fast, you find to be very thrilling and you enjoy. Would that be accurate? Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you want people to know about you?
Well, my dad likes skateboarding.
Your dad likes skateboarding, that's true. We'll get to your daddy next. But is there anything you want people to know about you?
Well, I love you.
I love you too. This is Bay. How old are you, Bay?
I am 9 years old.
9 years old. And what are some interesting things that you enjoy doing?
I like to play Minecraft with my friends, and I like eating cake. And I like building with Legos.
Very nice. What sorts of adventures in nature that we have done have been your favorites?
I don't know, all of them. They're all so great.
You really loved when we were kayaking on the canal every day, right?
Yes, that was very fun.
Yeah, there was like a month where we lived on the canal and that house had kayaks and we were out there like every day and you loved it. You were like down at the beach with me every morning ready to go, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about your style. What is your style, Bea?
Cool.
Cool. That is your style. Cool. That I would say that is accurate. This is Sky. How old are you, Sky?
I'm 12.
You are 12 years old. What are some interesting things people might want to know about you?
I love playing ukulele, and I love like making and editing movies, and I am transgender.
Yes, I love supporting your ukulele playing habit because I get to spend my days with like ukulele accompaniment in the background of all of my days, don't I? Mm-hmm. What was your favorite adventure that we've taken recently?
I really liked when we went swimming with sharks.
Oh, yeah, the shark diving.
That was pretty cool.
That was awesome. And we did that for you. Was that for your birthday? Mm-hmm. That was for your birthday. Yeah, we went. Well, describe it. Tell people what we did.
Well, we went to an aquarium. Like, it was actually the actual shark cage so people could watch us. And we all put on wetsuits and masks and stuff. And they put us in a cage with some divers and lowered us in. And we were, like, right there with the sharks kept swimming, like, right in front of the cage. And at one point, they had to... some divers had to like try and push the sharks back because they were getting so close, and everybody who was looking at the sharks could see us.
Yeah, and they opened the cage door.
Yeah,
we were face to face with the sharks. That was a really cool experience. What is something that you are looking forward to learning more about?
I really want to learn how to use like Photoshop or Premiere or something like that. So I can, like, right now I use, like, some smaller programs, but I really want to learn how to use, like, some bigger programs.
Yeah, you want to learn to use the Adobe Suite programs. Yeah, those are pretty cool. All right, is there anything else that you want the people of the world to know?
Thanks for being awesome.
This is Joshua. We have the Sage Papa here himself. And one interesting thing about him is that he is rather introverted. Hello. And would much rather continue drywalling the ceiling that I dragged him away from than come in here and talk into a microphone. But talk you are going to do. So, what are some interesting things about you?
About me? Well, I'm very quiet and to myself. No, I think our family dynamic works really well. You have a great voice that's able to be spoken to a lot of broad audiences, and I'm the kind of shifty guy behind the scenes.
You're not shifty. Okay, what are some things that you enjoy doing?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that I like spending my time on. I do like investing a lot of our time and energy on things that are gonna return, I guess, like stock in ourselves and our family. So our house is a good example of that. Like, I spend a lot of time and energy on our house because it makes us happy and we love living here and we love enjoying doing things with it. So the room that we're sitting in now is a great example of a good return on investment. We have a good space for you to do the podcast and play with our boys, and same with our kids and our family, right? I like investing a lot of times because at some point in our life, our children's, I will need their attention and they'll be there for us, right?
That is so true.
Yeah.
You are also a skater.
I am.
You are a lover of all things extreme sports, particularly on boards. So you love to be sweaty and dirty and moving fast and being dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a little kid, I really got into it. My brothers growing up, they said, "Hey, let's go out and skateboard. What is this thing with 4 wheels that you have?" And I just fell in love. Like, the need for speed never really went away. And as I got older, it got a little bit more extreme, and you kind of have to pay the consequences now of me getting hurt all the time.
Yeah, so you should see it. His legs are like a battlefield of like scars and dents, and you're never gonna be a leg model, my love.
What? That was my next career choice.
Okay, is there anything else that is interesting about you that you would want people to know?
I am a hidden beatboxer.
You are so not. Oh my God, don't listen to him. He's the worst beatboxer in the world.
Okay, well, maybe I choose to believe that I think beatboxing
If
is
he
real.
ever tells you that he's a magician or a beatboxer...
It's so real.
I'm sorry about what you're about to be exposed to. If you want to learn more about me, you can head on over to sageparenting.com and just click about to read more of my story. And I'll include a link in the show notes to that as well. Now, if I'm chatting with a guest, we'll move into a day in the life in which I'll invite my friend to share with you a picture of their favorite day that week, what it looked like, and why they loved it. It might be a home day that started with an hour of quiet cuddles under the warm, soft blankets. That's the high I'm still riding on today. Or it might be a grand adventure day. In sharing these snapshots with you, my hope is that you will be inspired by seeing how other people interpret and imply the values that we talk about here on Sage Family. To close out the show, I'll invite you to take a deep dive around the topic with a helpful thing. It might be a book or a person or a product, though as a minimalist, this is not going to be a spammy commercial segment. But this is how learning works, right? We hear something that sparks movement within us, and that is an invitation to dive deeper. And this segment points you in a direction to do just that. Today, I invite you to follow me on Instagram at Sage Parenting. I know that personally, I love having a face to go with the voice behind a podcast. Over there, you can see me, my wildlings, our home, and our adventures. Plus, then I can follow you back and we can elevate the connection that we get to share. And I'll always include a link for our deep dive in the show notes. So I'll be back next week, and I invite you to join me. You're ready to live the family life of your dreams.